Hello, you guys. Good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you're tuning in from. I'm sorry, y'all, if this truck is just so loud, because it is loud. And it's evening where we at, so good evening for the most part this evening. I hope y'all are doing well. For today, I hope y'all, I almost don't know what today is. I hope y'all Thursday is going great. And y'all bear with me as I drive. I'm going to drive and do the video. So please, no negativity. I'm definitely paying attention. That's why I'm not going to be looking at the video. There's people in the way. Don't know what's going on with the car, but you guys definitely be careful. Be careful in this weather. Whoever's still dealing with snow and all type of stuff, y'all definitely be careful. Y'all see how slow I'm going, clearly, like taking my time. But I just wanted to speak on, you know, as far as me driving to work and coming to work, because I got a lot of different feedback. I got a lot of different, you know, just from the carriers who did come to work, and it's some who didn't come to work. So, you know, I just got a lot of different feedback from people who come and who don't come. A lot of people don't like the weather. They just not getting in the weather, period. A lot of people just don't like driving in bad weather. So they just decided to stay home. A lot of people didn't have lights. A lot of people didn't have, you know, a lot of power went off. So it was different stuff for us. Our power did not go off. The hot water heater next door burst, and it led to water being in one of my rooms, and it kind of messed up all of my paperwork that I supposed to been got up months and months ago. So I think it was really just a sign that I should have been got that stuff up, but I took forever to not get it up, and I had to pay for it. So, you know, nothing to just to like really get mad about, because it's really all on me. I should have been cleaned it up. But anyway, driving to work, my experience, like today, even all the days, I slid through it. It was a lot of sliding, and you know, we're just getting off track, even in my vehicle, even in the work vehicle. Definitely cold. I love seeing the snow, but I do not like driving in it at all. I would prefer to stay at home. But it's just like, it's a choice. I could stay at home. I noticed like yesterday, I drove all the way to work, and when I got here, nobody was here. The gate was locked. So I left. And when I got back home, they called me and said, you know, we working, so come back in. And I'm like, nah, I already drove up there. I'm not coming back. But it was crazy, just like a crazy drive, me driving all the way. But the thought I got standing on my balcony and even driving, because when I was going through it and it was turning, and I'm like, oh Lord, thank you for covering me and keeping me, protect me, Lord. Oh, Lord, cover me. Angels, cover me, please. Protect me while I'm driving in this craziness. And I was thinking, God. But I started to change my prayer. I started thanking him for covering me and keeping me. Thank you for watching me and keeping me safe as I drive. Thank you for having angels who are assigned to me that watches over me and protect me while I'm driving. And I started saying, thank you, Lord, for Lord, bless me to be able to focus clearly, to be able to drive in this weather. Lord, give me the strength to be able to have the courage to drive in this weather and not be afraid. Lord, be with me as I drive through this weather. But Lord, if I spin out, Lord, I pray that I'm able to control the wheel. Lord, bless me to be able to control the wheel in the truck, not it controlling me and it running me, but me controlling it, Lord. So I thank you. So I kind of had to switch my oh God, y'all, this trash. Our trash been closed. This trash look a mess. Like a hot mess. Whoever gonna clean up this trash, Lord bless them, because it's a mess. But I know that's off subject. But anyway, yeah. Now I can talk to y'all looking at the camera. But yeah, I just was trying to pray a different prayer, like, Lord, give me the knowledge that I need to drive in this weather. Give me the focus that I need. Give me the strength and courage not to fear this type of weather, because it reminded me of, you know, a storm. It reminded me of my wilderness moment. It reminded me of, you know, that you have a choice. You have two choices. You can stay at home or you can come to work. And you can use this in any scenario in your life. I did both. I came to work and then I went back home, but I noticed the days that I stayed at home, y'all, I didn't do nothing. I was so lazy. It'll be different if I was at home actually being productive. But I wasn't doing nothing. I was looking at TV the whole time. The whole day, on and off sleeping. It's just like, I got nothing done. And even though we had that leak and stuff got water all over, I still didn't go through the stuff to sort it out, to see what was good and what wasn't. So it just showed me, you know, like, y'all, when I have days like that, I don't know why I don't do anything. I work more on days when I come to work and I notice that I'm working. When I get off, I'll work. But days that I'm just off, You know, I'm just off and I'm just relaxed. So, you know, to me, I like doing that, but maybe like 1 or 2 days, unless I'm really, really taking a vacation or something. But I don't like doing that too often, because I feel like I haven't did anything to deserve a day off or a day of break like this, you know. So these days have been days, you know, it's some people who work who need a day off. So anybody who took the day off, I'm not mad at anybody, because I can't judge nobody. It's a choice you have to make. It's a decision you have to make. You have to look at yourself. Y'all see, went to that nail shop. Oh, follow your first mind on stuff. And I don't mean to interrupt the video, but it's just like, the man did my hands so terrible. This only weeks. It's just Valentine's Day, Sunday. It's Thursday. So I ain't even had the nails on a full week. I haven't had the nails on a full week, and look at my hand. You know when your nail, I was fine with this one breaking, because it was okay. But when it break right there in the middle, come on now, it just looks so beautiful. It looks so wrong. It's just so wrong. So yeah, they wrong for that. After that experience with these nails, y'all, it makes me seriously. I did my nails before, and I didn't have the proper stuff, but I did them pretty good. So I'm thinking about investing in a whole nail set, all nail everything, to try my own nails and see how I'm gonna do. Nails and feet, because my feet, after getting a pedicure the last time, my feet have not been the same. I don't know what they do, but now they just itch. They even harder than before when they wasn't. So it's just like, I'm thinking about investing, just doing my own stuff right now. So yeah, that kind of really hurt me. And I'm like, he was so rough on my hands. You doing all this drilling, but drilling my doggone skin. Drilling, and it still look like it's 2 weeks old. It's still at least a week. It's still coming up. You did all this drilling. Oh, I was just so hot with that. Like, I never went off on a male. I never went off on a I'm about to say male. I never went off on a nail person who done my nails. I try to be patient with them, even if they do wrong. But this one, it was a man, and I did not want to go to him, and they was trying to force me to go to him or switch with my sister, and I'm like, what's the point of switching? She don't want him either. So I'm like, oh, I'll just take him. Talking in language, you acting like you've been doing this 30 years, and I can't tell. But y'all, that place is nasty. It just wasn't right. I'm not even gonna get a name, because it's still in business, but I know it's only in business because black people settle. Most black folks who go to, y'all settle for these tired people who just don't do right. And this is so totally off subject, but this remind me of the frustration that I had with that place. Like, we gotta stop just settling for bad service and bad work. And you've been doing nails 30 years, and you look like a person who's been doing it for a week. It showed. So no, sir. 30 years, no. And I just don't trust. It's men who do some more stuff, guys. I don't want no guy doing my hand. I don't want it. Unless he real, unless I know for sure he's into that. You know, just like he cold. But even guys who do hair and all that, they still got a roughness that's just not, you know, tender, loving, and caring. And he wasn't. He was rough on my hands, y'all. Hands came out of there burning. But anyway, back to the story. I'm sorry for that little rant real quick, but, you know. Y'all be careful who y'all go to. And just do not settle for anybody. Y'all had a right to go to who you like, but when you paying for it, pay for the best. Especially when it's for you. It's for you anyway. Love yourself enough to pay for the best. Regardless if you get the best. Pay for the best if it got to do with you and you putting it on your body or you using it. That's just my encouragement to people, and knowing that I use cheap stuff before and I use expensive stuff. Get the best. Get the best drink. Get the best lotion. Get the best deodorant. Get the best nail person that you know that's going to do your hands right. Okay? And that's another reason why I say I'm going to stick with black on, because black girls who I notice who done my nails, they know exactly how you want your nails. They know how we wear our nails. They know how we like the bling, and you not charging me an arm and a leg for getting my hand to have diamonds on it. They know. But one girl who did my nails, black girl, and she was young. My hand, $37. I gave her extra. $37 she charged to bling my hand. Every hand had a design on it. Every hand. She freestyled it. So, $37. She was doing it out her garage, y'all. $37. I gave her extra because she did them so good. When I tell you those nails stayed on so good. So good. She thought they wasn't because she had to do so much wiping down. They stayed on the best. But anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But get the best. When it's about you, get the best. And when you even doing it for other people, give them the best treatment so they can know how it feels to feel good, to, you know, get good treatment so they can know how to take care of themselves. I don't want nobody to get less treatment than I'm getting. So give people the best. You get the best done to yourself. You know, that's just a tip for just self-care and self-love. So love on yourself enough to get the best. Treat yourself as royalty, as if you are a king. Live like a king, speak like a king, and be a king. Look like a king in every way, and that's including nails, okay? But anyway, about the drive. Y'all, it taught me. Everybody might have their different lessons with this, especially everybody who in Texas are dealing with snow or bad weather. You might feel different. The Lord might have gave you another thought and another approach to look at it. But for me, I had to drive through it. It say you got a choice to drive through it or sit. Sit at home or drive through it. And I had made the choice to get up and attempt to drive through it every day. I did not sit at home. I don't like sit, especially I already had my Sunday off and President's Day off. So I already had those 2 days off. So, you know, like, if I'm just, like, say, if I'm just really not on vacation and I'm in that zone of work, that's exactly what I want to do, work. So just having all those days off and just really not doing nothing, kind of, it's like I had to attempt to come to work. As you see me today, y'all, yesterday I came to work and left because wasn't anybody here. But I came. I attempted and I came and I called the manager and let him know I came. And then that's when I found out, when I got back to the house, he was like, come in to work. I was like, nah, because my sister just told me it's been a leak. So I'm good. But he knew. So, you know. But the day before when I came, y'all, it probably was like 10 people. We probably got like 60 carriers. No, we probably got maybe like 40 in all. 60, maybe 60 just with clerks and the custodian, just with everybody who work in the building. It might be a good 60 people. But y'all, it was probably 8 carriers. Matter of fact, it was probably 8 workers because only 1 clerk showed up. It probably was 8 workers, and that's on the city and rural side. Probably 5 regular carriers for sure, and 3, 4, like say maybe 10 in all. I'll give it a good 10 on both hands. I'll give it a good 10. 10 carriers. The other day and today. The routes, like I say, they had us doing our routes and parcels. The ones who came yesterday, they did their papers, like AVOs. If y'all don't know, when they say AVOs or paper, sale papers, it's these. They did that in the little mail they had yesterday. I'm here today, so I'm doing my papers and parcels and the little mail that I got, which is none because the truck just came in and had rural carriers mail. But y'all, we don't have any mail. But it's just the fact of coming. I made the sacrifice. I made a choice to drive through the bad weather. I just look at it as a storm. It's just like he was showing me, if a storm came, what you gonna do? Just sit in it? Or you just gonna stay at home? Or are you just gonna attempt to go through it? Like, my storm, and me saying a storm, it's my journey. And it's just like you're on a journey. So you mean to tell me in a journey, if it's a storm arise or if it's bad weather, or unless they just say the roads are closed, then that's different. If the roads are closed, it ain't nothing you could do. But they didn't say that. I was looking at the news. No roads was closed. They was open. It was just telling you the caution you had to take. Telling you to take the caution you had to take. And they was saying if you did not have to get out on the roads, don't. So for them, those people, it's understandable. If you don't have to get out on the roads, don't. But for people who work, I'm talking, this is for people who work. This is for people who know they're on a mission. This is for people who know they got something to do. And this is what's for me, because I got something to do. You know, I got a purpose, I got a goal that I'm trying to fulfill. And plus, once I had came back to work from my little time of being off those 8 months, I was like, it's work zone for me. I wasn't gonna miss no day. I wasn't gonna do none of that. I was gonna come in. So I've been coming in, and you know, it's been great. I've been coming in, and I just made a choice to continue to go through it, to continue to drive through it instead of sitting, y'all. And I'm just encouraging you guys, you know, you have to make a choice. You have to decide. Make the best decision that's for you. Don't feel bad. Don't feel discouraged if you decide to sit, because some people need a rest. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he decided to not. He said his heat didn't work, and his electric had went off. He decided to stay at home. That's a pretty good reason for me, because if I was driving my car, it was no way I could drive that car with no heat in it. So, you know, everybody have their reason. Don't feel bad if you sitting at home and you didn't do nothing. I'm just saying, for me, I know what my goal is and what I said I was going to do. So, you know, for me, it was different. I chose the path to continue to go and not sit, because when I do decide to sit, it's going to be on my timing. It's going to be when I get ready. Just because I see a storm, just because I see bad roads, and if they ain't closed, I'm going to go. I'm going to test it out, and that's what I was praying for. Lord, give me the strength to make it through. Lord, give me the strength to have the focus I need to drive through this storm, to drive through this bad weather. Just give me everything that I need to get through it, to face it. But I don't want to be one of those people that's sitting aside and doing nothing. I don't want to be one of those people that sit and wait till it passes. I don't want to be one of those people that just sits all day and don't move. I just didn't want that to be me. So, and I feel like he was giving me a choice. Just like he gave me a choice in a lot of different stuff. I chose to continue to drive through it, to get up and go. People looked at, oh, you getting that money. Oh, you crazy. Oh, you. Yeah, well, I feel pretty happy that I came. You know, when everybody else gonna have a pile of stuff loaded on them, I'm not. So, you know, it was great for me. So I definitely cannot complain. I thank God for giving me the strength to continue to go and push forward. And, you know, I'm just encouraging you guys to do the rest. Make the best decision for you. But when times like these come, bad weather, bad snow days, bad hot day, it's just a choice to decide in your journey, because it's still your journey regardless. So you just have to make a choice. Am I going to go through it? Am I going to sit in it, complain and whine? Or am I going to go through it successfully with God's help and continue to move and push forward? And it's just a choice that you have to make. So I'm just encouraging you guys to make the best choice for you. Make the best choice for you, because it all depends on you at the end of the day. God is there with you either way. He's there sitting with you, and he's there with you on the journey. So whatever way, utilize it, use it to the best of your ability. If you are at home sitting around, use it to your best ability when you at home. If you out there on that road and you're going to continue to go, hey, know that there's a purpose. You going for something. Knowing you going forward for something, knowing you sitting at home, it is a reason, it is a purpose. So let's use what we have, y'all. Let's continue to be great. And I just encourage y'all to have an amazing Thursday. Have a great day. Thank you to everybody who did get up and go, who did fight, who did push through. Y'all be great today.